Hello everyone, जय नमशा this side. So today we are going to understand this workflow. ये workflow हम समझने का try करेंगे where what we are doing, we are getting some invoice, right? There is one company, our company, and we are getting invoice from the other company. Like whenever they are paying us, it would be invoice which we would be receiving via them, right? Once we are getting that invoice, what we are going to do, we are going to uh, put those data, we are going to append those data, we are going to put those data in a one sheet, right? And finally what we are going to do, we are going to mail our internal billing team. हम अपनी इंटरनल बिलिंग टीम को मेल करेंगे दैट दिस पीपल और दिस कंपनी हैज पेड अस मनी, सो देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ फर्दर follow-ups, right? Or else they are just going to annoy them, they're going to take unnecessary follow-ups, right? So that's what the basic idea is. So before heating to our n8n workflow, we're going to start with what we can say a wireframe. Okay, over here we are going to understand what would be the flow, right? So let's suppose first of all we are going to define our trigger. So trigger क्या होगा? If we are going to talk about our trigger, okay, yeah. So if we are going to talk about trigger, it would be whenever there is a file which is uploaded to our drive. So there is one separate folder where we are going to upload our uh, invoices, right? So this would act as a trigger. So when invoice uploaded to drive. So this is what it would be, right? Acha, once your this is uploaded, what next we are going to do? We are going to start with what? We would be starting with we would be extracting the data out of this, right? But first of all, whatever this PDF would be, so this PDF would be one kind of a binary file. Okay, this would be a PDF. This would be one binary file. So over here, first we are going to download this. So over here, download binary file. Now, why there is a need of downloading this? So if we won't be downloading this, we won't able to extract the data out of this. To extract the data or to extract the text out of this, we need to download this binary file first. Then next would be extraction of text, we can say, or else extraction of data, we can say, right? So this node is going to extract data out of this. Fine. Then what we are going to do? Acha, whenever we are going to extract this data, it would be like of a different form, different type, right? Now, what data we actually need? Okay, so we need some data like if we're going to check, uh, so this is our folder. So there are there's invoices which I have downloaded for our reference. These are only for our understanding. Open karo, check this. So if we are going to see over here, there would be invoice. This One of them would be invoice number. This is important. Date of invoice is important. So, acha, one more thing. So, what I was trying to show over here, you guys, if you're going to check this, okay, so there are just two files. Yeah. So, both of these files are completely different. So, after extracting data out of this, we are going to use one AI node, which is going to give us the data which only we need, right? So, so this would be AI node, right? And it will give only the data which we need. Now, what data we need? So if you're going to see, we need first of all, so this we can write down over here. We will need client, because spelling is wrong. Client, yeah, name. Second would be Client name we want, email we want, or else we can write down full. This would be client email. ठीक है. Apart from this और क्या चाहिए? What else we need? Client name, client email, then date, right? So date of invoice, you can say date of invoice. So when we got this invoice or when this invoice was issued, that date. Apart from this, what else we need? We need um, date of invoice we need. What else we need? AI, client name, client email, date of invoice, um, then amount, we can say, client address, we can say, fine. Apart from this, client email, client, so this are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things. Apart from this, let us check once the invoice itself. So I guess we would get a better idea. Yeah, client address, invoice number, order number. Order number also we can write down. Fine. So order number. Fine. So this many details are enough, right? If you want further details, you can add on more details as well. So this AI node is going to give us only this many information out of all the text which we are getting from this, right? So after this, next would be we are going to add this data to our sheet. Add data to our sheet. Fine. Also, whichever your nodes are AI node, we can keep their color different. Fine. So this we can keep, yeah. Fine. So this yellowish color, light yellow color would be our AI node. Add data to our sheet, right? Apart from this, okay. So once data has been appended to our sheet, what next we are going to do? We are going to send the message to our internal billing team, right? That this person has paid us this amount on this date or something, right? So over here, meaning internal billing team. Also over here, if you're going to see, there is no need of AI node over here to mail them, but still if you guys want to use, we can use the AI node. So over here we can use mm, an AI to mail this, right? So this would be mailed by an AI. So this would be also again low in color. Fine. I guess both of these colors are different in shades. So this, yeah, fine. So this is the basic wire flow which we are going to try to uh, put in our N10 workflow. Fine. So yeah, this is our wireframe, and now we are going to hit towards our N10 line, and we are going to start with the workflow. Fine. We can make a new workflow over here. Create. Fine. So this is now according to whatever we have discussed, our trigger would be the drive itself. So whenever there is a new file which is uploaded on the drive, this is gonna start. This is going to start. Fine. So we are going to write down Google Drive over here. So over here, if you're going to see, this is the this is the folder over here in my Google Drive, and this is this one, Edit and automation, right? So over here, these two are some rough invoices which I have managed from anywhere, right? So if let's suppose there is one another invoice which we are going to add over here, so this automation is going to start. So this is going to act as a trigger over here, right? So yeah, so this would be okay. And one more thing, if you're going to see, this would be the folder over here, right? This is N10 automation. This is my drive, and this is the folder over here. So over here, this is going to work whenever there is a change in folder, right? Now we are going to choose. Okay, one more thing, if you don't know how to set the credentials, simply go to create new credential and sign in with the Google. As I have already done this, there is no need of doing this again for me. So I'm not doing this again. Fine. This would be close. Fine. Now we are going to choose the folder from here. So if you're going to see the folder which is, it was N8N automation. So let's look for that. Yeah. So this is what it is. Okay. So now what this trigger is going to watch for. So it is going to watch for whenever there is a, okay. So inside this, whenever there is a new file added, added means we can say created, right? So whenever there is a new file created, this automation is going to start, right? So this is what is. We're going to execute this, and we are getting, if we're going to check over here, we are getting, okay, we are getting, okay, just a second. Yeah, so we are getting this data over here, right? So it has fetched this board PDF thing, a board bar side PDF, right? So that is what it is over here. Just a second. Yeah, so this is what it is over here. Fine. And second, it is going to fetch this also. Uh, Probably in schema we would able to see both of them. Uh, Fine. So now what we are going to do, we are going to download this first of all, right? So we are going to download this file. As you can check over here, first we are going to download this. Once this trigger is going to hit, we are going to download this binary file. Then only we would able to extract the data out of this. So we would, or else we can go in the drive itself, and over here we are going to type download. So this is the thing, download file, right? We are going to choose this. Now they're going to ask us like which file we are going to download. So this we are going to pass dynamically over here. Okay, again we are seeing in schema, we would be seeing in schema, right? So we are going to pass over here ID, right? That's what we are going to download. So let's look for the ID. Now over here there will be multiple IDs. We are looking for the ID of the file, right? So let's look for that. Yeah, probably this can be the one. Because if you're going to see both of them are in the same form, second it is near the name. Name is also nearby, so this should work. Let's check this. Yeah. So we have successfully downloaded this. Uh, we can check this once, and this is the same file, right? Now we are going to extract the data out of this. We are going to extract. Okay, I have closed that. uh, So just a second. Mhm. This we are going to move over here so that we can switch. And over here, we are going to choose this workflow, right? So we have got this workflow over here. We have downloaded this as well. Again, I guess this should work, right? So apart now, once we have downloaded this, we are going to extract text out of this. So extract this node we are going to use. Now this would be the PDF itself. So we are going to extract. Okay. Now as we uh, close that this window, so we are supposed to do execute this workflow again. So एक बार और execute कर लेते हैं, right? Yeah. So how come this has executed? Let's check what they have passed over here. Not able to open this. Fine. So over here we have downloaded this. Fine. So probably they are yeah. So over here we have see we have extracted all of this. Now the main thing is this one, this text, right? This is the data which we need. So this we are going to pass to our AI node, right? Also over here we are going to choose define below. Over here we are going to pass the text over here, right? And simply we will ask AI to to give us data of the things we have discussed over here. So if we're going to see over here, we are asking client's name, client email, date of invoice, fine. So we are asking all this information, and there is bunch of information. So सब कुछ नहीं चाहिए. We don't want everything, right? We need some part of this only. So we are going to filter out those things using AI over here, right? So we will be using Gemini. Again, how to set up the credentials I would be showing. See, simply go over here, create new credential, get API key, right? API key you would be getting from, let me show this as well to you guys. So click over here, get Gemini API key. Once you are going to click this, open Google AI Studio. Let's suppose you are not able to remember this Google AI Studio, then you can write down the same thing. You will encounter this first thing only, right? Now, if you're going to go over here, get API key. So see, over here there are multiple API keys which I have generated for my work purpose. Again, go to create API key. You would be getting one API key, create key. Now, if you're going to see over here, uh, so this is your API key, and just click this. You would be getting API keys, this API key itself. Copy this and paste over there. Fine. So copy this over here. Fine. I would be deleting this because I don't need this. I have already set up. So go over here and paste it in that column. So create new credential and paste over here. Control V. And then if you're going to save it, your API key is going to start working. As I didn't save because I already have API key, and second thing I have already deleted that API key, so it's not gonna work. Fine. So this is what we are going to simply do. This is what it is. Fine. Now we are going to say AI that what we want. Fine. So over here, see, this is the dynamic message over here, which is going to continuously change, right? So if you're going to check both the invoices, the data was very different in both of them, right? And now, so this thing over here is going to be dynamic thing, which is continuously changing according to the thing which we are provided with. But over here, if you're going to see the system message, like most of you are not able to understand the difference between this and this. So anything which is dynamic, which is changing, is going to be passed over here in JSON format, and anything which is going to be consistent, like we are going to simply ask our AI agent that what uh, he is supposed to do or it is supposed to do, right? So over there, those things we are going to mention over here, right? So we will ask over here. So we can copy this, Control C. I would be doing this Control V, and you can write down your role is to get client name, client email, date of invoice. So this is what we are supposed to get, right? So your role is to get client name out of the text provided to you. Right? There is no need of overcomplicating this. We can define this as text equals to this thing, right? So this should work. Also, we are going to set a system part. We are going to set a parser over here so that each data we would be getting separately, right? So what it, like if you're going to execute this, all of this would be in a single string, right? String and other data types again we are going to discuss in some time. Right now, this all things would be one thing, right? We want each of them separately. हमें सब कुछ अलग अलग चाहिए. So over here, whenever we want something separately, we can choose this required a specific output format, right? And over here, there would be a new node which is going to be open. Choose this and choose this structure output parser, which means now let's suppose if there is a state, California, cities which is Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, I won't able to pronounce, and simply means that you would be getting state different, city is different, right? Initially, you were getting all of them same. So again, there is no need of writing JSON over here. You can simply go and you can ask your AI node to make a JSON for you. So we can would be typing Gemini. You can ask Gemini to write one system prompt for you, one JSON for you. So over here, we want all these details. So we can click this Control C and we can write down over here create one zone for output parser for my and it and with following data or following fields. You can say fields, which fields, this fields. So I guess this should work. So generally I don't use this account, so that's the reason you're getting all these messages over here. And fine, so this should work. Copy this, paste this over here in your structure parser, fine, and execute this workflow. So it is hitting our AI node, and finally we are getting some data out of this. So let's check. See, client name, client email, date of invoice, amount, all of this we are getting separately, right? Client address and order number. Fine. So we are getting all of them separately. So this is good. Anyways, over here they have made one mistake. But again, this is not at all correct invoice. Over here, no, this is correct. Client name should be Jainam Shah only because I have ordered this thing, right? So yeah, this is correct. Anyways, so over here, if you're going to choose further, this is going to, so we are going to create one sheet over here. We are going to append all this data in a sheet. So we are going to choose Google Sheet, hmm, and we are going to choose for append row in a sheet, right? Now we are going to choose the sheet over here. I guess we will make one sheet first, then only we would able to do this. So first we would be creating one sheet. Yeah. So this is our Google Sheet. We would be naming this as invoice database. Fine. And I guess this is going to be saved. Yeah. So it is already saved in our drive. Over here we are going to define the things which we want. So first was client name, in name. Then it was client email, and it was client address, then it was date, so date of invoice, and there was amount, right? If you want to increase the further details also, you can go for it. Right now I'm fine with this much, so this is what we are going to do. Now simply we are going to choose over here, we would be getting invoice database, right? Sheet 1, because there is only one sheet. And see, over here we have already got the details like client name and all. Also, one more thing, if you want to edit this, you let's suppose if you want to make this big enough, you can edit this all things, right, according to whatever you feel like. Something like this. Okay, fine enough. If you want to bold them, you can do that. So bold them, increase the handwriting size, whatever you want to do, right? So this is your data. Howsoever you are comfortable, you can keep it. We would be opening this again and see. Simply we are going to drag and drop. Client email, date of invoice is over here. Amount is at last. Okay. Order number we left. So that's what also we are going to put over here. Date we got. This is client address. Okay. Order number also we want. Fine. So client email, client address, date. Amount is not there. We are going to, okay, so you can refresh this. You would be getting amount column as well. So choose this over here. And the last one would be order ID or order number. Order number. You can capitalize these letters as well. Okay. I'm not emphasizing much on that. I'm just emphasizing much on logic. Fine. I guess this is fine enough. This is 12 and this is 13. So this we are going to increase one more time, and this is how it's going to look. Fine. Open this uh, and refresh this again so that we would be getting the last column as well. Order number. Fine. Order number. Fine. So this is how it's going to look like. Execute this step, and simply we would be getting the data over here. Fine, which is good. But why we are not getting the data for the second one? Let's do one more thing. We would be executing, I would be copying and pasting them again. Let's open my drive first. So I can open drive over here, my drive, and over here, this is the file. Over here, we only got the first one. I don't know why. So we would be checking regarding that once. Yeah. So there are those two. We would be deleting. Yeah, so we can delete them once. Fine. I would be executing this. There won't be any execution because there is nothing over here, right? Now I would be doing this thing again, Control Z. So probably now this should work. Let's check. So over here only one item is going. I don't know what is the reason for this. Probably they are adding the recent one. Yeah, correct, correct. So over here what is happening? See what we have done. File created. So the newly file created would be the upper one, right? So over here, next we can add this one. Right now I would be deleting this. I would be adding this. Won't be pasting this, or else it's going to come again over there only. So we can choose for folder file upload, right? And this is the one. Yeah. So now this should work. Let's check. Yeah, fine. Right. So whenever there is a new drive, which is a new node, whenever it is executed, this is going to, whenever there is a new file which is going to be uploaded, this is going to work. So last we are getting the data for the most recent one. Fine. So I hope so the logic behind this everyone got. Now what we are going to do, we are going to mail the internal billing team. We are going to add data to our sheet, and we are going to mail our internal billing team that this guy has already paid the money, right? So over here, last would be, there is no need of AI node also over here. Without AI node also, you can simply write down the mail, but because details we can directly pass on, but still if you want, you can use AI node. That's what we are trying to do over here as well. Fine. So we can define the stuff over here, client. So what we are going to pass to them, we're going to pass them client name, of course. Second thing we are going to pass them is email. There is no need. Client date, so that it would be better. So they would be knowing the date when they have paid this thing. Address, again, there is no need. Amount, they need. Yeah, so amount they need. That this was the amount which was paid by them. So amount, and the last one would be your order number. Right? So these are the details we are sending to our internal billing team. Right? Again, we are going to write down the system message. You are and email expert. You can write down this. Basically, you're going to boost the ego of this AI agent, right? So you are an email expert. Following details are of the client invoice you are supposed to mail internal billing team regarding payment completion. I guess this should work. Uh, I guess still the spelling is wrong. Fine. Uh, fine. Fine. Still this is wrong. I don't know where we are making. Yeah, so this is correct. So you are supposed to main internal billing team regarding this. Right? Also, we can say just create body, or else it is going to give you both body and subject. Again, you are going to use parser so that both of them would be like you would be getting separately. Now I don't need any what we can say subject over here, because subject I would be generating dynamically. Again, I would be showing that. So this would be fine. Okay, so we forgot to put AI mode only over here. AI we forgot it. So Google Gemini we would be using again, and this should work. Let's check. And finally we are getting some output over here. We can check that. I will continue. Fine. So this looks good. Again, if we're going to mail, we would be getting a better idea, right? So now we are going to finally use Gmail node, right? Now over here, what we are going to do, we are going to send mail, right? So send a message, right? This is what we are going to choose for. Now, see, this would be always constant, because our internal billing team's email ID would be always constant. So there is no dynamic thing over here. There is nothing which is changing over here. So this we are going to simply write down any email ID which is mhm, or else it would be billing @uni inc .in. This should work. Again, I don't think so this exists, and I hope so it does not exist, right? Or else we are going to send some wrong mail somewhere else. Yes, yeah. This again we have done. You can go and sign in with Google. So this is going to start working. Fine, close this. I guess authorization में तो no one has any doubt now. Right? Subject again, what I told you people that dynamically we are going to send. What we can say send that client name, which is test business, has paid the amount, which is this. We can add one space over here. On date we are going to put, and this is the best subject, right? So there is no need of AI over here. Anyways, there was no need of AI in the mail also, but still हमने use कर लिया है, ठीक है? Fine, so this should work. Now subject we have mentioned, and the last thing, which is the message itself. Message would be okay. Message would be over here. Message would be over here. Simply put this over here. This is high billing team. Just wanted to let you know. So fine. So if you're going to see, this would come in a bold letters, right? So you can execute this, or else this means simply that uh, they are some kind of a data. They are some kind of a data. Fine. Now we are going to just check our email once. There is no need of this. Open your Gmail. Yeah, so see, there is no mail like this, so which is good. And second, what we are getting, high billing team. See, test business has paid, right? So we are getting the good, what we can say, very accurate subject. And second, we are getting this as well in a good form. We can also append this so that it does not show this, it was by N10. And second thing, we can also tell him to, mm, over here, we can say that, where is our message? No, not this one. Over here, can say also, and uh, by saying regards. I don't think so. This will work. Like I'm not getting exact word over here. So you might be knowing that whenever your meal is finished, there would be always something like regards, Jainam, regards, Mihir or something. Right. So I'm not getting that word itself. We can say always. There would be a better word for this, but still, I guess it will understand. Always end meal by regards. Again, I'm saying that this is not the complete, this is not the correct thing over here. There is a better word for this, but I'm not able to remember right now. So it's fine. And this we are going to do. So now it will show, yeah, so regards Jainam, fine. And one more thing over here, we are going to finish, or we are going to add a option over here. We are going to append N10 attribution. We are going to turn off this so that we won't get this email was sent by N10. Fine. So we will be executing this once more. And I guess we got the desired output. We are going to reload this. Uh, what? Hmm, so over here they are saying sent, but I'm not able to see this. Probably, yeah. Now we are able to see this, and this see regards Zainab, right? So this is what I wanted to teach you guys. Fine. I hope so everyone understood up to here. Fine. Chalo.